So Year 8, this is a quick recap on expanding brackets. It's something we did earlier in the year, and it's hopefully something that with a little bit of demonstration you'll be able to have a go at. And it's something we need to be able to do, so please have a practice. So expanding brackets just means we're multiplying everything inside the bracket by what's outside the bracket. So we need to make sure that we times 6 by a and 6 by positive 3. So 6 lots of a is 6a, and 6 lots of positive 3 is going to be a positive 18. For the next one, same idea. Everything outside the bracket needs to be multiplied by everything inside the bracket. Just be aware that this negative needs to be attached to that 2, and we don't want to forget it. 8 times f is 8f, and 8 times negative 2 is negative 16, because a positive times a negative is a negative. The next ones look a little mean, so we're going to break them up. I'm going to do this part first, and then I'm going to do the next part afterwards. So, same as what we've just done. Make sure we multiply everything inside the bracket by what's outside the bracket. So 4 lots of x is 4x. 4 lots of negative 2, positive times negative, is negative 8. Now, I'm then going to deal with this one over here. So, 3 lots of x and 3 lots of 4. So, 3 times x is going to give me, and I'm saying plus here because it's going to be a positive 3 times x, so it's plus 3x. And 3 times 4 is a positive 12. Now, at this point, we can bring things together. So, for these questions, you're looking for any like terms. So what we notice here is we've got a 4x and a positive 3x. So actually altogether we have 7x's. Then if we have a look, we've got a negative 8 and a positive 12. So if you're at negative 8 and you add on 12, you'll end up at a positive 4. And that's finishing the question. So once you've expanded the brackets, you look for anything that you can bring together. And we'll try another example like that. So let's deal with one bracket at a time. So we've got 2 times y and 2 times 7. So 2 times y is 2y. 2 times 7, it's a positive 7, is positive 14 or plus 14. And then if we look at the other bracket, we have positive 4 times x, so plus 4 times x, which is 4x. And 4 times a negative 8, so positive times negative is a negative. 4 times 8 is, so you double 8, 16, double it again, 32. And then again, we want to simplify this. Now, 2y and 4x, we can't bring them together because they're different letters, they're different terms. They could represent something different, so we have to keep them separate. So 2y plus 4x. However, I've got a plus 14 and a negative 32, so I can bring those together. So, negative 32, and I'm going to add on 14. So I'm going up the number line 14 places. So what I'm probably going to want to do is see how far up the number line that will get me. So I'm going to need to borrow one from here. So that can leave me 8 here and 1 here. So it's going to get me to 18, but it's still giving me negatives. So it's negative 18. That was a tricky one. There's a lot to do there. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. So with this one, same idea, everything outside the bracket times by everything inside the bracket. The only difference here is we're doing x times x. Now, x times x, something times itself is squared, so x squared. X times negative 7 will give me negative 7x. And there's nothing there I can bring together, so I leave it as it is. For the next one, we've got 2y times x and 2y times y. So 2y times x, well, we can't really bring any of that together in a nice way, so it's 2xy. And then 2y times y, well, the y times y is going to be y squared. It's positive, so it's going to be 2y squared. For the final one, there's a lot more to do, so let's have a look at it. And again, we'll separate it out to do one section at a time. So we've got 3x times 7 and 3x times negative 2x. So 3x times 7, well, 7 times 3 is 21, and we've got our x. And then 3x times negative 2x, well, it's negative times positive, or positive and negative, which is negative. 3 times 2 is 6. X times x is x squared. Trickier, that one. and then we'll have a look at the next part here. So we've got negative 4y times x and negative 4y times 2. So let's do that. So a negative times a positive is negative. 4y times x is just going to be 4xy. We can't really bring that together. Negative times a positive is negative. We've got a negative 4y times 2. So 2 lots of 4y is going to be negative 8y. And again, we're just looking to see what we can bring together here. So I might just go underneath for this one. Let's move that back to make it less messy. I haven't got any xy's, and I haven't got any x's on their own or 8y's on their own. In fact, I can't bring any of that together because there's no like terms. So actually that is the completed answer. Now it's time to have a go at the worksheet. Thank you, Year 8.